Hey guys, it's Amanda Creative Gardener here. So I have taken some cuttings from my Pride of Barbados plant. Let me show you. Okay, so here it is. It was hanging over and encroaching on the papaya airspace. So I trimmed it back, and what I'm going to do is I use the leaves as chop and drop in other plants, and then here you'll see some of the seed pods. Now some of them have already opened and dispersed in that area, so I have to look out for any small plants that are growing. And the rest, the green ones, need to turn this dark brown. The other things that eat the seeds from the pods are the parakeets. So we have quite a community of parakeets in the area, and so I've got another Pride of Barbados growing elsewhere, and they can have the seeds from that. But these ones I'm going to try and grow. So in the space, the additional space that I'm now using, I'm going to be having Pride of Barbados. I haven't quite yet decided, and that's why I want to prepare these branches, and I'm going to place them in some soil just to give them a head start and put them in my under the house nursery space here. I've cleared some space there, so that's where they're going to go. I've just got to get another a few more buckets so that I can put them in. But what I'm doing now is just cutting them to a reasonable size, so that will give them a better chance, I think, rather than a big, like this branch will have to be cut up. Yeah, so that's what I am doing today. Cole is standing guard next to the water storage container. This is one of his usual spots, and he looks out there, and sometimes he can see the mongoose might run past. We've seen a couple of rats around, so I'm hoping he's going to be keeping an eye out for them. And there was something big, I think it's probably a tree rat, in one of these trees up here. So these all have to be trimmed. I'm going to be trimming those anyway, because that's a river tamarind. They're nitrogen fixers, but it's got about 1 million seeds on it, and it's going to be producing probably 1 million more, and they just all drop down. And it's funny how in a drought nothing kind of impacts on the growth of the river tamarind or the shak tree. Anyway, so I'm going to get on, and it's just one of the regular tasks, because of the rain that we've had, and now we're coming, you know, the weather's kind of, we've still got the sun, everything is still flourishing, and so with the tools that I have, I'm doing the best that I can. Where's my other one? This is my trusty one. I've gone through about at least 6 of these, maybe one a year, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so everything is still growing, but you realize that things that have established over time have a lot more, like, so when I planted this Pride of Barbados, it was a very small plant, so there was very little, you know, if you're cutting the branches there's very little. But now I've got all of this, and so every plant in the garden has, you know, tripled, quadrupled in size. I remember when the scaevola, they were just little plants that I'd put in, and now we've got a big massive hedge that keeps producing. So again, this is another plant that I'm gonna reposition some of the, as I take cuttings, some will be chop and drop, but others will be put in place to grow as a hedge in other places. So yeah, I'm, as I say, going to get on, and this is just one of the things you have to do. And I was debating, like, you know, perhaps I do need to develop a garden centre. Don't know how I know that's not an easy task, but my mindset is, you know, planting lots of things. If I've got seeds, I want to plant all of them, you know, rather than, okay, well, no, I've got a soursop tree, so I don't need any more. It's just like, as the seeds come out of the fruit, it's just like, no, we got to plant these. These are like life. So I hope you are inspired to keep going and to think about how you can propagate your plants, because this is one of the ways.